Hey, Mr. Bumble, you call yourself humble. I don't care how humble you say you are, Mr. Bumble. I'm not a fool, but I bet a fool could see that you're just trying to be cool. And that's cool too, you fool. We all want to be cool. We want a hot summer's day and to sit by a pool. But sometimes we want night to be day and to use chairs, not stools. Where there's a will, there's a way, but not every way is cool. So sit on the stool, you godforsaken fool. Shut up and let me tell you a thing or two. If you think you've got it, then it's in the palm of your hand. But put it in the hands of another man or woman, you can only hold it like you can hold sand. Look at my face. Another reflection behind me. Boy, you know that life is not a toy, it's a lesson to be learned. And learn. You want to learn, and so you should before you're in an urn. But life's gonna burn way more before you meet that urn, so earn some respect. This is advice to which you shouldn't object. Listen and reciprocate. Your life isn't something to conflagrate. I'm exasperated by your exacerbation of situations, of past situations. I see a simple situation gathering unneeded inflammation. Something doesn't go correctly, then something's broken in the kitchen. A question, a rhetorical question. Someone tells you that they're sad. How do you respond? Do you get angry or mad? Happy or sad? Is this good or bad? Well, you told him, my man, about when you were down the can, about when you were a sad stan. But that's not a helpful ultimatum or a progressive presentation to improve the situation. Don't you understand, Mr. Sad Stan, that the bottom of your can looks nothing like my one? Nothing like Juan's one, nothing like that man from Taiwan's one. You can't understand the bottom of their can just because you've seen the bottom of yours. I hope you're following my metaphors. I hope they soak into your pores like water from our shores. The boards in our floors may splinter these feet of ours, but these splinters cannot reach our cores. Life is full of bores, but you should not ignore all that seems a bore, for one man's chore is another man's homage. You're Scottish? Perhaps not, but listen to the words of William Wallace. Fight for your freedom and solace, don't fill your mind with self-deprecating bollocks. Pollock. It's a fish, it's brown and can swish through the water without a care, ignorant of the fact that it could be caught and slaughtered. An angler who likes this fish will think it's delicious, but like you, the fish is facetious. You see life and its tasks as fatuous, but can't understand that this thought process itself is fatuous. Miraculous that you, not unlike many others, act infatuated with the world, want to be infatuated with a girl, but don't understand what it is to be in love with a girl, or in love with the world. Life, men and girls, will deceive us in a whirl of confusion, send us into depressions, and create obtrusions and obstructions in our thoughts and the clarity of our perceptions. What to do upon this? Administer the best mental medication, that is, meditation, clarification, find your vocation if you haven't already, change location, physically or mentally if you haven't already. Don't answer back, I'm basing my claims on empirically gathered facts. There's a reason I'm lyrically placing upon you, which probably seems like a personal attack. To empirically gather facts is to gather facts from observations alone. I've gathered more observations of you than you could have possibly known. For we can't believe it until we see it, so this is the purest of evidence. The pen is mightier than the sword, but actions speak louder than words. So where does this leave the contradictory fact that someone could crush you with their voice? You have a choice. There's always a choice. Before you're in a hospital ward in a bed you can't afford, listen and think of the words of Henry Ford. If you think you can or you think you cannot, you're right. But then, don't think once and think you're right. Think twice, think thrice. Don't roll the fucking dice, question everything, else you may pay the price. Karma is a fair lady, and from Panama to Canada, from Australia to China, from Russia to America, and all over she works her ways. If your observations are fair, as an observation should be, for it's not a perception, then you'll see that she's affected you, she's affected me, she's affected everybody. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Every energy you exert will come back to you in turn. It's up to you to learn. Before you reach your urn or a tomb made of stone, try to build your throne. Every good king or queen is known, every bad one is overthrown. You're not bad, Mr. Bumble, but you're not yet humble either. Humble beginnings do not make for humble winnings. Don't seek acknowledgement and affection from others until you yourself have removed the cover, the veil that you and we all hide under. Be yourself. You do you. Work hard. Be patient. Be humble. If you know what that means yet. And the goods will come to you without quite as much of a tumble. This I promise. Mr. Bumble.